Florida, a land known for its vibrant beaches, bustling theme parks, and sunshine-filled days. But when the sun sets and darkness falls, this paradise takes on a different tone. Hidden in the shadows of its vast wilderness lies a side of Florida few dare to explore, a world of myths, mysteries, and eerie legends. Among these tales is one that continues to chill the hearts of those who hear it, the story of Florida's werewolf. Tonight, we're stepping off the beaten path and into the unknown. From the dense swamps of the Everglades to the shadowy forests of Ocala, we'll uncover the history, sightings, and cultural significance of this elusive creature. Is it just a story passed down through generations? A case of mistaken identity? Or could there be more to Florida's werewolf than meets the eye? So, grab a flashlight, steady your nerves, and prepare to venture into the heart of Florida's werewolf lore. Reality Recital, where truth meets the unknown. To understand Florida's werewolf legend, we first need to take a step back in time. The idea of werewolves, humans cursed or transformed into wolves, is an ancient one. These stories date back thousands of years, appearing in the folklore of ancient Greece, Rome, and Northern Europe. In these tales, werewolves were often the result of curses, divine punishment, or dark magic. But how did a creature so deeply rooted in European history make its way across the Atlantic and find a home in Florida? The answer lies with the settlers. As European immigrants arrived in the New World, they brought with them their customs, beliefs, and of course, their folklore. Over time, these tales began to blend with the unique environment and cultures of Florida, giving rise to local variations of the werewolf myth. Here in Florida, the werewolf isn't just a man cursed under the full moon. It's a creature shaped by the swamps, forests, and the unknown. And as we'll see, Florida's werewolf legend is as diverse and mysterious as the state itself. Florida's version of the werewolf doesn't follow all the traditional rules. Instead, it intertwines with the state's unique cryptid lore. One of the most famous cryptids here is the skunk ape, a Bigfoot-like creature that roams the Everglades. Known for its pungent smell, glowing eyes, and elusive nature, the skunk ape has been reported for decades. While not a werewolf in the traditional sense, some sightings of the skunk ape share similarities with werewolf encounters. Shadowy figures moving swiftly through the trees, strange howls echoing through the night, and an air of something watching you, unseen. Could it be that Florida's werewolf and the skunk ape are one and the same? Or are they two separate mysteries that just happen to share the same dark stage? Then, there's the influence of Florida's untamed wilderness itself. The swamps, mangroves, and forests create an environment ripe for imagination. In these shadowy places, it's easy for a rustling bush or distant growl to transform into something far more sinister. And yet, for many Floridians, the stories go beyond simple imagination. Long before European settlers arrived, the Seminole people lived in harmony with Florida's land. Their folklore is rich with stories of shapeshifters, beings capable of taking on animal forms. While these tales often involve creatures like panthers or birds, the idea of transformation has parallels to the werewolf myth. In Seminole legend, shapeshifters weren't always villains. Sometimes, they were protectors of the natural world, ensuring balance between humans and nature. But other times, they were seen as omens, symbols of danger or unrest. These ancient stories set the stage for the myths that would follow. When European settlers arrived, it's easy to imagine how their werewolf legends might have blended with local beliefs, creating something entirely new, something uniquely Floridian. Over the years, there have been countless reports of strange, wolf-like creatures in Florida. While skeptics might dismiss these stories as hoaxes or misunderstandings, the consistency of the sightings raises questions. One of the most famous hotspots for these encounters is the Ocala National Forest. This vast expanse of wilderness, filled with dense trees and winding trails, has an eerie reputation. Visitors often report hearing unexplainable howls in the dead of night or catching glimpses of shadowy figures darting between the trees. Some even claim to have seen claw marks on trees, as if a large predator was marking its territory. Another infamous location is the Everglades. With its murky waters and impenetrable mangroves, this is a place where the line between reality and myth often blurs. Glowing eyes have been spotted in the darkness, and strange howls carry across the still waters. Some say the werewolf thrives here, hidden in a land so wild, few dare to venture deep enough to find it. And then there are the rural farmlands scattered across Florida. Stories of livestock disappearing, strange footprints, and unexplained claw marks on barn doors have been told for generations. In these quiet, remote areas, the presence of a werewolf feels all too real. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Skeptics argue that these sightings can be explained by natural phenomena, a large dog mistaken for a wolf, a wild animal, or even an escaped exotic pet. Florida is, after all, home to a surprising number of exotic creatures, thanks to its warm climate and the occasional escape from private collections. But for every skeptic, there's a believer who swears they've seen something beyond explanation. These witnesses describe creatures with glowing eyes, unnatural speed, and an almost human-like intelligence. Could it be that Florida's werewolf isn't just a product of folklore, but a real, living creature hiding in the shadows? Whether you believe in the legend or not, one thing is certain: Florida's werewolf stories tap into something primal, our fear of the unknown and the thrill of the mysterious. They remind us that even in a world dominated by technology, there are still places where myths can thrive. So, the next time you find yourself walking through a Florida forest at night or gazing into the still waters of the Everglades, keep your eyes and ears open. Who knows what might be lurking just out of sight? Thanks for joining us on this journey into the heart of Florida's werewolf legends. If you've had your own strange encounter, or if there's a mystery you'd like us to explore next, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next dive into the unknown. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.